Applied has just been a phenomenal partnership with core assurance partners. They have allowed us to grow, to figure out what platforms work the best for our agency, to help us identify where we can potentially get better, things that may be on the horizon for us, things we have to think about from a cost perspective and also a utilization perspective. So I think that just Applied has continued to be such a great partner in working through and having those conversations with us to make sure that it's beneficial for both parties. I'm Dee Carpenter with Core Assurance Partners, and I serve as the Director of Business Development and Marketing. We have been an Applied customer for 5 years, so since the beginning of Core, we have worked with Applied. Applied Analytics is so vital to our agency because we need to have data so ready at our fingertips. And while we like reports that is provided in Epic, sometimes in the course of daily business, you need to be able to get that information as quickly as possible. So Applied Analytics gives us the access to that information almost, it's on demand. It's whenever you need it. So as a young agency, we're developing our relationships with carrier partners, broker partners. And in that, it's great to have that information really handy and available so that you can have really intelligent conversation about business that's currently placed with those partnerships. It also allows us to see the performance of that business. Allows us to see how our producers are doing from a development and growth and their trajectory of their annual goals. And it just allows us to jump in and again, have those educated conversations where we have the data and we're available to have open, productive conversations where we're not thinking, oh, well, what if and what is, like we actually know. I mean, it's just a phenomenal tool. Recently we've been gathering information about just our agency as a whole, areas that we provide service, industries that we primarily write, and we've been able, again, to just be able to provide that information hands-on, on demand, ready to go whenever we need it. Applied Epic for Salesforce came about at a time for us when we were really looking for a good CRM that could give us the information and ability to track our production throughout the year. And when we're looking at being connected to Epic, I think we want to try to solve some redundancy that tends to happen in our industry where you have to put it in one place and then put it in another place. And obviously there's always the chance for human error. So we wanted to find something that was going to really give us the ability to have a one-stop shop for our production team to enter and manage their information. And in addition, with the integration with Epic, it allows for the customer's preliminary information to be entered and transferred over to Epic, which then in turn helps our service team. So when we're talking about growth and ability as a smaller agency, it's vital for us to find as much efficiency in the products that we utilize. And Applied Epic for Salesforce just really allowed us to create a workflow that was going to work for our team and our members to be able to track information, see how we're growing, but then also take some of that redundancy off of our service team and getting that information ready to go as quickly as possible for them to start their part of the sales process.